Today we're breaking down Nebius Group, ticker symbol NBIS, one of the fastest rising names in AI infrastructure in 2025. We'll walk through what's driving its recent moves, the critical financials, what analysts and what the community thinks, my personal price targets, and whether the technical setup supports more upside. Let's go. Nebius Group, NBIS, is a next generation AI infrastructure and cloud service provider delivering high performance computing, storage, network designed specifically for artificial intelligence backloads. It is backed by NVIDIA and partnered recently with Microsoft. The company positions itself as a key player enabling enterprises to train and scale large AI models. Its strategy is to compete with giants like AWS, Azure, by narrowly focusing on the AI infrastructure at the global scale. And as we can see here on the screen, it recently hit an all-time high of 115. And while this is high, it's in pre-market right now. It's at 122. So we've seen recently Nebius announced a $17.4 billion deal, which is a 5-year AI infrastructure deal with Microsoft. The stock has skyrocketed more than 40% since then. And the deal was seen as a valuation and a validation of what Nebius's role in the AI cloud space and what they're going to plan in the future. And despite this, we've seen some people saying that this has been not as bullish as we were thinking because the valuation stretched with the $3 billion fundraising round that just happened recently with $2 billion in convertible bonds and $1 billion in stock shortly after the Microsoft deal. Not only this, but analysts have warned about execution risk, volatility, and competition in the near future. So while the stock surge was driven by the contract news and the AI hype, it comes with some caution flags. But I'll bring in the next few pages, the revenue and the numbers that I think it will change your mind. So here we got the revenue growth for Q2 2025 hit 105 million, up 625% year over year, which shows the high demand for this type of product. And if sustained, it really supports the bull case in the future. Not only this, but we've seen the ARR guidance, which management raised full year to $1 billion, which is recurring revenue, and it's more predictable and sticky to have inside of business. Not only this, but they're targeting 20% EBIT margins once scaled. With high fixed costs, margins will drive long-term profitability for a company of this nature, and it's nice to see them give us some type of estimate of to what they are planning and what we can see in the near future. Also, we saw earnings per share last quarter of negative 38 cents, which shows that it's still unprofitable, but the stock trades heavily on expectations, and we're really looking in the near future, the next 5 to 10 years. What do you really think is going to be the future? Are we going to go back to textbook and pen? Are we going to be in the future looking at AI being one of the main things everyone's using for all different types of necessities? Also, we saw the 3 billion raised in cash, which is nice. It grows, but even despite it diluting the shareholders, having more cash on hand is always going to be good. And we also saw BWS lifted its price target to 130, which shows that market sentiment has shifted quickly. And the bulls are lining up with a lot of upgrades. Even the Wall Street then upgraded it from a sell to a hold after revenue and earnings per share beat. There's been a lot of neutral standings by a lot of other analysts which covered it, and we've been citing demand tailwinds, but the execution risks is the main thing that we got to watch for right now. Not only this, but we saw some analysts warn that NBIS is trading at bubble-like multiples, but I disagree. And as we can see here, like these are some people saying that the stock is overvalued, but it's obviously just seeking alpha. It's just a company just trying to make money on clicks and getting your attention on their page. The real people that I'm seeing are projecting high growth for NBIS in the next few years, and it could really be the next NVIDIA for AI infrastructure, because the bears are arguing the upside's already priced in, but the pullback isn't high enough for that to be true, and we're seeing it continually get demolished, that argument, because more companies are investing in NBIS, and we're seeing lots of progress inside of the product and everything else of that nature. Not only this, but I saw this comment here. I'll put it up on the screen. It was one of my favorites, and I think it really shows what people are seeing in the future and what we should be there to expect in the near future. So here are my DCF model I plugged in. So at the current price of 115, it's at 122 at the pre-market as I was looking at it. But I think it points to high growth in the near future. And I think this is my 1 year valuation, 142, which is very low in my opinion. And I went as bearish as possible, but I think it's hard to evaluate a company like this where we don't know what deals are working behind the scenes. We don't know what products they're working on behind the scenes. It's tough to really tell, but that's kind of where I'm at right now with this. And NBIS is a high beta stock with 5 to 10% daily swings normal. So overbought conditions raise the chance of a sharp pullback. But one things I'll notice is that a lot of people are saying that it looks like it's been a head and shoulders pattern. As we can see after the Microsoft news, the NBIS formed a bullish pennant before rallying higher, and the key levels are kind of at $87 a share and $76 per share, which was the prior consolidation. And the next resistance lies around 120 to 125, which we're already beating in the pre-market. So I think you're going to be able to see this stock continue to grow to all-time highs in the near future. And one of the main things that I'm looking at here, as you can see on the chart, there has been this drop that we saw after the news, but it has been rebounding very nicely. And I think that in the near future, the stock could really be trading at 150. And I think in the next few years, it's tough to not say that this could be a 5 times stock or even a 10 times stock. So my key points are that the momentum is undeniable with the $17.4 billion 5 year Microsoft contract and triple digit growth having reset the expectations of the market. There's balancing risks with the $3 billion capital raise. And if NBIS holds 87 and momentum persists, the technicals look to retest even higher of highs. But if it loses this mark I'm seeing at the $87 mark, I think you're going to have to watch for a deeper reset before another leg up. But either way, I think Nebius is the next AI infrastructure giant, and it's priced like it's going to be one. And I think we're expecting really big stuff out of this company, and rightfully so. So let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more stock breakdowns, and give me any comments, whatever you guys think about the company and whatever numbers you guys are looking at. Thank you. Peace.